Very important for you to understand what you're getting yourself into. I think a lot of adults doesn't understand. They desire something without thinking much about it. As a single individual, you only have to worry about yourself. How you live, how you want to do stuff, how you want to do, or whatever you want to call it. Today, I'll be talking about family orientations and stability. For you to be able to healthily assess yourself and say, I'm ready for the next phase to get into a relationship, to go into marriage and all that. You have to honestly assess yourself and your financial status. I already talked about financial educations. We already talked about that. You can watch the video. But today we want to talk about the stability of the financial status. So, right here, financial stability can be defined as a condition in which financial system is not unstable. That's all it means. So this is just market definition and all that stuff, but in terms of relationship, that's what we're talking about. So three components: financial institution, financial market, and financial infrastructure. You can call it as your financial, your job, your income, and your expenditure. How much you're spending, the money that is going out, and all that stuff. You look about it and all your budget system as well. Another thing you want to think about as an individual, male and female, is family orientation. Are you family oriented persons? Is the person you're going to relationship with, is it, do you have the same like-minded? Being family oriented means being close to your family members and supporting them in whatever they do. Uh, this care extend to your children and other family members that are not related. Being a family oriented person means you are always willing to learn and helping them. So you may be like, what did I have to do with financial stability? If you are not financially stable, you are not stable enough, how will you be able to help anybody? You have to be stable to help anybody. If like when you're in the airplane and they say if anything happens and the plane is going down, turbulent and all that stuff, and the marks drop, put yours on first, then put one on your child. They want you to be okay first because only when you're function and healthy can you help others. It's as simple as it's the same concept. It's very important that we, as an individual, as an adult, are honest in what we're getting ourselves into. If you don't know yourself, how you try to know someone else? We just talked about uh, spiritual understanding. If you don't understand yourself, if you don't have a self knowledge, who are you as a person, male or females? Who are you? How will you be able to go into a relationship to develop a emotional connection with that person and understand who they are? What's your love language? All this is very important that you have to think about. Then the next component you want to think about is cost analysis. Cost analysis, also known as cost benefit analysis, is a process of calculating the potential earning of a situation or project and subtracting the cost associated with completing it. It predicts the profit gain from a project and compare the profit cost to its estimated financial benefit. You may think, how does this have anything to do with relationship? Now look at it this way. From the man perspective, you see a woman that you like, you dress all nice, get a haircut, perf, or whatever you do to get ready. Look your best and you go out. Get them confident and all that stuff. That is you getting from your location, getting ready to the point of meeting her. She do the same thing, get ready and all that stuff. Now, who's this person you're trying to meet? Does this person expect you to go to a very lavish, expensive restaurant that showing her that you can provide, but also putting you on negative? Now, not to say the person is a bad person, but I'm just telling you, like, the first encounter is you're trying to know each other. So the more investment you invest, the high probability of if the situation does not or the encounter doesn't go as you expect, the high possibility of disappointment. Every disappointment leads to either you want to call it regret or resentment. So for that, for you not to be heavily involved, go to an outing that is cost effective for both of you, that if the things does not work out, you are able to separate and respect each other and go your separate ways. I think I see a lot of people throwing the word courtship all around these days, and courtship is it's to my definition, courtship simply means a relationship that is godly oriented led. It has nothing to do with fancy restaurants. It has nothing to do with wine and dine. It has nothing to do with all that. It has something to do, to me, it has to do with the direction the relationship is going and how involved God is in it. That is courtship to me. So it's not amount about the amount of money you spend. That is why it's financial stability and family orientation. It's very important. And this is where you also want to talk about, do you want when you already get, let's say you already now you meet her, you like each other, you butterfly in both of your belly. We move past all that. You're serious and you want to commit to this lady and she want to commit to you. You also, I want to talk about what's what is our idea, what is your idea of the wedding type you want. Do you want to spend 100K on the wedding, the ring, and all that stuff, and start your? Now, I'm going on the premise of you're making, you're still trying to get your fruit. You are not a millionaire, or you are not these lavish persons. You are not born with silver spoons. So, do you want to spend 100,000? I don't know how much all this, or like the dream you have. But do you want to spend 100K on wedding rings and all that stuff, or more? Or do you want to use that money to find a starter home? What I mean by starter home, you may starter home, like it's not a home that you live forever, but a home that you will just be paying mortgage until you get to a financial state that you can get a second property, rent that out, it's become your another property for you, and it brings a passive income. These are the things that you want to think about. You don't want to do everything based on Hollywood, Disney. Where do you get the idea you have to spend all this money on wedding, all this money on rings, all this money on so many different things that is just temporary, and it's just you happy for just 1 minute? I don't understand that. Concept is beyond me. And before you as a female are looking calling me cheap or something and all that stuff, think of it from your perspective. Let's think of it from a different perspective. You see a man that you like very much and all that stuff, and you dress all this good and all that stuff. He comes to take you out. The clicking, the what do you call it? You will click or something like the emotional connection is there. They respect you and all that stuff. Why do you want to put a lot of burden on him? And before you say he's broke energy, whatever all that stuff, if you are in his position and you're thinking of the good future for both of you, Why would you want to do it just to feed people that you only see once a month or every few times, or people you don't even know their last name, people you don't even care about? Why is people the Instagram posts or the representation of outside people more important than the people you're supposed to love? That's why I said cost analysis. You want to, like, what benefit will you get from that? You want to analyze that. You want to make sure your family, the union you're just creating, are in better positions than when you are still for whatever project you bring upon. Because marriage is a project. Maybe I should say wedding is a project. Marriage is a marathon because that's what we all want, to meet our loved one and live forever. So I begged you to be with someone which have the same like-minded with you. You are equally yoked. You both have family orientation. You are in the same page on financial responsibility as well. So you are both stable. You are not coming into the relationship with 100K in debt and you did not tell the man or you did not tell the woman. Then you get together. Then you're like, ta-da, surprise. That's not fair. That's not godly. That is not something that God will be proud of. So please and please think of all this possibility. Also think of safety. Also think of safety, trust, and all that when you're thinking about anything. So to wrap this short one up is financial stability and family orientations. You and your significant others have to be on the same page in almost everything. That way, you are able to tackle every issue together as one unit. Thank you. And make sure you don't live your life just for other people's pleasure.